Welcome to this lecture, JavaScript Essentials Required for React. In this lecture, we are going to understand Nullish Coalescing operator. You can pronounce it as coalescing, Nullish Coalescing operator. And this is the operator we will be using double question mark. Before that, let us see what was the issue we were facing in our last lecture. In that, we have understood short circuiting using AND operator as well as using OR operator. In that, we have seen when we performed OR operator short circuiting, what happened whenever our first value is true, this data will be displayed. But if this first value is false, then second operand value will be displayed. But here for ratings, you can see for this cartoon review, I am having rating is equal to 0, which means I am having some data. I am just telling for this cartoon, I am not having any rating. So in that cases, I just cannot display no data for cartoon. I should display 0 rating for that. To tackle this kind of situations, we are going to use that Nullish Coalescing operator. This is how operator will be looking like. Instead of OR operator, that is double pipes, we are going to use two question marks. And this operator was introduced in ECMAScript 2020, that is ES11. This operator is also widely used in React whenever you want to set default values, and using OR operator when you face that kind of situation. If you want to tackle and if you want to overcome with that, you will be using this operator. And it will be working very similar to OR operator, but it will not short circuit for all the falsy values. For OR operator, we have seen if the first value is false, that is falsy value, then our second value will be displayed. But if the first value is true, then that value will be displayed. So if you want to understand this concept, first you should understand short circuiting using AND operator as well as OR operator. So for this nullish operator, we are not going to short circuit for all the values. And why it is used? It is also used to provide default values for the variable if the variable is null or undefined. So if our first value is null or undefined, only then it is going to print the second value data. Other than that, for any other falsy values, it will be displaying that value itself. Practically, let us understand. And this is what I wanted to tell you. It is useful when you want to choose a default value when the variable is explicitly null or undefined. Only when variable is null or undefined, and for that if you want to set default values, then you can go with this nullish coalescing operator. But apart from that, for 0 we have already seen the case. For ratings, if you do not want to display no data, instead you want to display 0 itself, then you can use this operator instead of logical OR operator. And these are the falsy values which we have seen. Only for null and undefined, we can set the default values. Let me show you the result. Now for this, we got no data for cartoon, but I do not want this one. So before that, let me just write here undefined. Whenever we write undefined, I will be getting the result as this one. Because using this logical OR operator, if the first value is false, we have already seen of. If the first value is false, then our second data will be displayed. If it is true, then this data will be displayed. Save it. You can see this data is displayed. If I write here empty string, then also I will be getting this result. If I write here 0, then also I am going to get this result, because we are using logical OR operator. But instead of this, if I just write here nullish coalescing operator, I will remove this. Now as soon as I save, I will be getting the result as 0. Because using this operator, we can set default values for null and undefined variables. If I am having 0, you can see 0 will be displayed. So directly we can tell this cartoon is not having any rating. So the rating is 0. Instead of displaying this string, we can directly display 0 rating. Now if I just write here undefined, save it, I will be getting this result. If I write here null, then also I will be getting this second result. But if I write here empty string, then I will be getting this empty string. If I write here not a number, NaN, let me just remove this. I will write NaN, then also I will be getting this not a number. And finally, we are having this false. Save it, then we will get false. Only for undefined and null, we can set default values. But apart from that, if I just want to display 0 or empty string or not a number, then directly you can use this operator. You can display the first result. To understand this concept, first you should be having understanding of logical or operator and how to perform short circuiting using that operator. Only then you will be able to understand this operator, because it will be working exactly same as that operator, but only thing is, only for undefined and null we can set default values. Apart from this, if we are having true value, then directly that value will be displayed. If I write here Khanam, then Khanam will be displayed, because this is the true value. This is not falsy value. This is how this operator will be working. This operator is widely used in React for this kind of situation. If you directly want to display 0 without setting any default value, then you can use this operator and you can display this result. That's all for this lecture. Thank you for watching.